Hi, Brandon Hardison, spokesperson for Shopsmart Autos and president of Champion Strategies, giving you, the consumers, some of the best tips, insights when it comes to our automotive industry. And especially during this virus, we try to give you some ideas and tips of what's going on. So let's get to it. During the COVID-19 pandemic, it's been affecting many industries, as you do know, but the automotive and mobility industries are among the hardest hit. Consumers across the globe continue to face severe health and financial concerns, and mobility remains somewhat restricted in many parts of the world. Now, many car dealerships are closed, and car buying grounds to a halt when that happens. Sales have plummeted over 71% in China. And since February, 47% has off from February through April. Then we started to climb back up in the United States. So we're sitting at about 80%. Europe is a little bit behind us with that. Likewise, when it comes to mobility, behavior has changed drastically. And as many commuters have worked from home and have stayed away from public transportation due to health concerns, now we have economies gradually trying to reopen, like automotive manufacturers, car dealerships, government offices, schools in some areas right now. We need to know how long the recovery will take and what the next normal will look like. Now, to help us for today, we're looking at a few surveys that were put out by government statistics from some of the countries like the United States, like England, Germany, France, Italy, Japan, China, looking at their biweekly mobility and behaviors around car buying and car servicing. So the survey that we're going to be looking at has both current consumer information and also anticipated future of economic fields and where we're going to be moving. So when it looks at car buying and servicing, if we just look at that, when it comes to that, we still are about 14% below pre-COVID-19 levels, which, however, is 4 percentage points improvement over previous surveys that were done by governments when we first started back in late February, early March. This comes with significant geographical differences. The US is down 26%, whereas Europe is down 12%. And if we look at Germany, around 12.5%. And if we look at all of the UK, about 25%. China has recovered with a background, and they claim that they have about 47%. Japan is down about 18. Everywhere we looked, higher income households and premium brands seem less effective. The average duration of delay is starting to stabilize from the manufacturer, with an increased share of consumers getting the information and that vehicle in the trim level that they're looking for out. The United States and Europe are doing a better job when it comes to that. But if we look across all the markets, 20 to 40% of consumers plan to spend less. Now, while consumers report only limited shifts between new and used vehicles and between the segments or volume, premium brands versus non-premium, actual sales suggest that all the segments are going to improve during this COVID. Now, the aftermarket appears to be fairly stable, however, and delayed maintenance repair seems to be starting to pick up. Now, if we look at both buying and servicing, it looks like the next normal will be emerging when it comes to how consumers want to buy and service their vehicles. That goes back to what I've always been saying. Digital. Digital becomes the most important thing in this purchase funnel. So if you're a dealership that has a way where everything can be done away from the dealership or parts of the road to the sale, or if your can pick up their vehicle and leave them with the loaner, if you have that option on there, you're doing what consumers are hoping, not just here in America, but around the world. So let's look at this last thing. If vehicles are in the forefront, where does that leave consumers when it comes to other modes of transportation, like airplanes, trains, instead of private vehicles? Well, I want you to know that a third of all consumers around the globe, since this COVID has hit, they are more comfortable driving their own private vehicle than using public transportation. Now, it remains unclear whether car buying and mobility uses behaviors will return to pre-crisis patterns. But as of right now, automotive vehicles in any form is the key of what Americans and people of the world are looking for. So take advantage of it. Are there some great deals at your local dealership? Maybe. Is your manufacturer of choice offering some specials to help you out, financing or leasing that vehicle? Maybe. Can be something that's in service to help you out. Check them out. Once again, Brandon Hardison speaking for Shop Smart Autos and Champion Strategy. Hopefully you got something out of this, and we'll be back again next time. So as always in parting, you go out and make it a change.